The only question that always makes us feel blank when someone asks you about, tell me about yourself or describe about yourself. Well, these two questions have a difference. Let me tell you, if someone asks me, if in case you people ask me about to describe myself, then I would rather address myself or my characteristics as I am someone who's very competitive and I never indulge myself into arguments or in the heat of the moment, and I just retreat back and choose to stay calm. I will never mention such kind of statements in the first phrase of the question, that is, tell me about yourself. Usually, when we ask someone about, tell me about yourself, you usually mention your parents' name, father's name, or hobbies, or such kind of things. But when someone asks you about, describe about yourself, you have to mention your specific characteristics and qualities. So, better you focus on what certain words are used when an interviewer is questioning you, whether it is to tell about yourself or else describe about yourself. Describe means you have to specifically talk about your personality, not just about your hobbies. I said that I'm highly competitive, right? Yes, I am actually. I love to be competitive, and I'm not only within the classroom but outside the classroom as well. I have so many certificates, prizes. I love to participate in competitions. But I am someone who can present my certificates during the interview time. But what if you have a question like I haven't participated in any of the competitions? How would I answer the question? Any accomplishments or goals in your career or in your student life? Well, even though if you haven't participated in any of the competitions, but still you will have your own accomplishments and goals. Let me tell you, we in the current situation in the society have literally put ambition, one life, one ambition on higher pedestal. But that's not the case for Gen Zs. You have to have multiple passions. Only then you can survive in the situation. See, nowadays career is a trend. The trend changes. You have to be able to change your career as well according to the trend. So you have to be extremely versatile. So you need to be multi passionate. Pick up your hobbies as your passions. Simple. Just jot on all the interests that you have, even though it's not your hobby, that's fine. If you're just interested into certain kind of things and if enthusiasts you, then just list out all those kind of interest of yours, put it onto the paper, and then read about it, what kind of income they can bring you if you make it your career. It's just to crack the interview. Okay, I'm not asking you to make it your career then and there itself. You're going to decide that it's your passion and you're going to work on it. No, put in onto the paper like around 10 interests of yours that you're literally interested, that you don't practice every single day as your hobby, even though it's fine. Just put all those 10 interests onto the paper, then read about it, what market value do those kind of interest hold. Then you have to filter out the top 5 interests that made you interest to make little passion out of it. You know, if you start actually addressing it as your career or your passion, that means it should also help you to generate some kind of income. So only then you can call it your career or a passion, right? So after you jot on all the 10, while you're reading about what kind of market value do this interest hold, then this will help you to analyze the and pick 5 little things or 5 this little interest can actually help you to make your career. So now you have chosen your top 5 interests which can help you to make your career, and then you're going to actually read a little more in depth about all these kind of 5 interests and what sort of income they can actually generate. Now this analysis and this kind of thought process will help you to crack the interview. How? See, if someone asks you about your accomplishments and goals, you can start telling about your interests, particular interests that you certainly feel like practicing when you are feeling boredom, and how you can actually generate income out of it. What kind of value does it hold in the market in the upcoming 5 years? Isn't that interesting? Isn't that your strength? Isn't that your accomplishment? Yes or no, right? So even though you're not accomplished right now, you know that you will be accomplished further in the upcoming 5 years. This clarity and this kind of explanation will be appreciated in the interviews. Don't always try to fixate your answers. Try something creative and start working on yourself. That will make you stand out in interviews. That means that will make you help to stand out in thousands of people who are actually fighting to grab that one seat. Now, if you answer this way, they will definitely go back to the old trend that is one life, one ambition, and they'll definitely question you about what is the future ambition. You look little wavery about your ambitions or doesn't have clarity about your goals, then genuinely answer them that you have multiple interests. Genuinity holds certain value. So, when you genuinely say that you are literally having multiple interests, and this multiple interest will actually help you to learn bits and pieces of in every work, and that's where you start having a good grip on the work that will help you to upscale your position in the office and will be helpful for the company. And you will also be helpful in multiple ways to the company, not only in a certain way for the company. This kind of answer will be truly appreciated. Try and see once. After showing this level of confidence, will they still not choose you in an interview, and you expressing in a certain way that you are the best person to choose in the interview than other candidates? But still, if they specifically want to ask you more about and want to interact with you, then why we have to choose you in this interview? Can you address your strengths, and what are the strengths that you can have to, you know, for the position that we are trying to give you? Then of course you have to change your answer according to the position that they're offering you, but you can also tell your top 3 strengths that will never change no matter what position you hold in the company. Okay, so here you have to do a little work on yourself, your top 3 skills or top 3 strengths. Now it's very simple, don't panic. You just have to go back to your own friendships, you just have to go back to your own kind of joyful moments, and just think for a moment, what are you most complimented for? If people say that your smile is good, that means you're a cheerful person. If people say that you really give good suggestions, that means you have really good observation skills and understanding skills that can really be and good quality for an empathetic leader. And if people say that you have certain amount of quality in you, those compliments are the one you have to notice a lot. Just go and remind yourself about the compliments that you mostly receive and jot down 3 things that is your strength. So you're going to mention top 3 strengths by the compliments that you receive, and you are going to frame it formally how it will be helpful for the team or for the company. Okay, you're not going to just simply say that, okay, these are the compliments that I received, so I feel that this is my strength. No, you're going to frame it formally that, oh, people usually around me like the way I suggest them. I feel that I have a very good observation skills and I can be an empathetic leader because I can understand the problems, I can understand the mess without judging them. So this is how you can say. Now let's come with this certain question that is super convinced with your confidence in your strengths and your capability, the way you're answering, your smartness and everything. But the final thing comes about the experience and the money they want to offer you. Okay, so if you say that, if they come up with a question that what is the reason, major reason why you want to leave the previous company and why you want to join our company, your past experience is really good and your salary is really good, why, and your experience is fake, फंस गए यार, पंगा हो गया. Jokes apart, but you need to have a good amount of confidence if you fake. And this is an open secret that most of us, I never faked. I'm sorry. I never faked my experience. But if you have faked your experience, you need to have that talent to showcase that you are equal to your experience, and at the same time your confidence should be equal to it. If not, you can never survive in the market because we have unbeatable talent these days. Upskilling hasn't a hobby anymore. It is a responsibility. You need to upskill every single day about your position, about your talent, about the subject that you are dealing with. You have to have more than ChatGPT, bro. If not, you cannot survive in the market. That's how we are. That's our situation. It's practical. I know it's depressing, but still we have to gather our gut and be confident enough to survive no matter what. Even the AI is trying to take over the world. You have to switch to the careers that makes you feel life in your life. I'm not talking about the passion, but still that helps you to survive in the market. Okay, before you choose your career, let me tell you one thing. If they talk about your experience and your salary, then you should remember one thing. They're also testing your stability, how far you will be working with them if they give you good pay. Okay, you have to be little diplomatic when it comes to money. It's very nice to be very practical and say that, oh, I'm going to actually work for certain money and I'm looking for a hike, so the reason I want to change the company. That's fine. But what if the backfire with a statement like, we can't pay you more than this? So you should assure them that you will promise 1 year or more than 1 year, and what kind of mentality or work dedication you have. You should be promising. That is very, very important. Your attitude need to be promising enough so that they can feel that assurance that this candidate is worthful. This is where most of the people will lose the game, even though they have answered really well in all the rounds of interview, but they still not get selected. Your attitude need to be promising, and this is what they look for, not only just for the pay. If they pay you, how far you'll be dedicated for the company, and the work is also calculated. So better be careful before you answer anything, or better be careful before you put it really in a practical way. Sometimes you have to be practical at the same time promising. So yeah, if you think this video is really promising, giving you certain value, and you've learned some or the other thing or written some phrases or the exercises that you loved, which I mentioned in this video, then please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I know this is a helpful video, so please try to share it. This is me, Rupa, working as an assistant professor in a certain BTech college, signing off.